And we are live.
Good to go.
Yes.
Hola.
So, thus far it seems like it's just us.
Well, that's all right.
Yes.
That's fine by me. I ain't gonna complain.
I could, but there's nobody to
Seems
listen.
like
It's just us.
Yeah.
And we're not going to listen. There's
And nobody ever does.
Serena's probably upstairs just nodding her head, going, yep, no one
Probably.
listens to you,
Well,
Dave.
we got a couple now. Serena's on and Heather's there, so... Hello.
Like I said, Serena's probably upstairs. Hi, Mom.
Turn your volume down.
I'm going.
Do it faster.
There we go. Oops. Love the background.
Well, I had to do something.
Of course you did. It is May 4th.
it is.
I don't get the appeal for it, so...
Yeah, I know you don't.
There's plenty of room.
So,
I don't know.
for everybody joining and watching with us, I'm Grizz.
Brad,
Yeah, he's Predator. And we
I'm
got
Thomahawk.
Tomahawk with us tonight. So, Tomahawk,
all the way from Saskatchewan,
yeah,
Flatland.
Saskatchewan.
Flat, make sure we can hit people from a good distance. The wind doesn't catch it first, though.
Yeah. So whereabouts in Saskatchewan are you there, Tomahawk?
Well, I'm in the good old Regina, the one that rhymes with fun.
Yes.
It's the good old capital.
Oh boy, here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, you did invite me along.
Paintballers talking about paintball. What do you expect?
Yeah.
So,
Absolutely.
Well, no, I don't want it. It's nice and centralized enough that I can get where I need to go, and that's about that.
no. So yeah, I guess tell us a little bit about yourself. When did you get started in this? What keeps you playing?
Oh, well, geez. I started 11 years ago? No, probably 12, 13 years ago. Youth center outside Moose Jaw. We just went paintball, and Joe took me. He's ex-military. He loved military tactics, found paintball, did it for years, took the youth to do it, and just found a love for it. I love crawling through the wet mush of it, and the fact that I could get behind people to shoot them. What really keeps me going is I can still do that. 13 years ago, I crawl behind the guys, and I'm well known for getting behind enemy lines and shooting you in the back before. Yeah, I think it's just makes me feel young is what it keeps going.
Always a necessity.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've always been lucky enough to play on the same side as you there, so.
Well, it doesn't matter. I still get shot by the friendlies because I'm not on the same side at that point.
Yeah, friendly fire isn't.
A few to the back of the head, I have. So.
I've been there, done that. 5 feet out. That was a wonderful time. I don't know. Someone just on my team. Pop, pop, pop. Bugger.
Everybody gets in the moment. They just see somebody moving. It's not on their side of the line. Take the shot.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's the fun. You got to roll with it because you've probably done it yourself. There's no questions. You got to roll with it.
Oh yeah. So.
Yeah. I know next time I go out, I'll shoot Dave just for the hell of it.
Yeah, I've never shot Dave yet. That's going to be a good one.
What is this? All of a sudden, everybody wants to shoot me.
Hey, normally it's everyone wants to shoot me, so it's a good day for me.
Yeah, I was going to say, this isn't right.
So if all three of us are together and everybody wants to shoot us, what's going to happen? What's the outcome here? Who's going to get the biggest welts?
I don't know. I think it's going to be weird Mexican standoff kind of thing.
Oh, one of us is going to figure out a way to pop all the others.
Oh, yeah.
Figured out.
I've already got it. I've got the game plan to go here.
Yeah, but you know what they say about game plans. They only work until that first shot.
They don't even work till the first shot. They work until you hear go.
Usually.
There you go.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you mentioned it or if it was on the title screen because I never saw the title screen. We have a new supporter.
We do. I haven't shown that part yet. But you
I thought
keep
we
talking,
showed that
I'll
at the
bring it
beginning.
up.
Our brand new supporter, very very proud to have him on our side, him and his crew, and that is Jester. Jester's Tactical out of Eastern Canada. Very very happy to have him on board. He's an amazing guy. Obviously, huge shout out to Tier 1 and Armadillo as well. And yeah, let's just keep the love for all three of these guys going. Great companies, great groups of guys. Very honored to have them supporting us. Thank you for showing that title screen.
Not a problem. Anytime.
I think we might need to start expanding that because apparently we have maybe 2 or 3 more guys or companies looking to get on board as well. So that'll be interesting.
Hey, I can always find more space on the board.
Absolutely.
Yeah. More the merrier.
Exactly.
Oh, for sure. And it's not like we're out there going, hey, sponsor us and pay for stuff. No, we're just saying support us. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all.
So. So, Tom, tell us a little bit about paintball out in Saskatchewan or other places you've played, how it differs.
Well, I actually have not paintballed outside of Saskatchewan, but I have played at a few places around here and got quite a variation of your play styles. I mean, the one that I'm finding myself commonly going to is the one outside Moose Jaw there, Prairie Storm. Wow.
Paintball may make you feel young, but the moment, the senior moments there,
and that there too. That's there. It's hereditary. It comes from the kids. But no, outside Levi's or Prairie. Yeah,
Prairie Storm.
I go by first names now. I don't even call them the fields anymore.
There you go.
But it's a very open. It's a very you can see what's coming. You can see where you want to go for quite a while. It's great. It's a different play style that way. Whereas we get Paintball Paradise outside Regina here, which is very thick bush, very trenches. You might stumble across a whole squad of enemies just by coming around the corner. You have no idea what's coming. It's a different play style. You're going to go slow. It's tactics are your number one key going out there. And then we've got Death Valley up about 40 minutes way out on the lakeside there. It's got a good mix of both. It's got bush, it's got open, it's just got this pace to it that's just fun. So we got in this just little general area 3 different fields, half an hour, 40 minutes away each, and
nice.
Depends on what mood you're in. Depends what play style you want to go with. Do you want to see? Do you want to plan? Do you want to just go, or do you want to take it slow, have a nice slow day, your knees are hurting or whatever, you just go with what you want to go with.
So apart from the field styles, what kind of play style do you see a lot of? Is it mostly rec ball, woods ball, mag vet, speed ball, good mix of it all?
Mostly here is woods ball. You definitely have a few speed ballers that pop up, but more so the teams that you'll find or the groups are all woods ball. They want to work as a team. They want that tactics. They don't want to go through the speed of it. That adrenaline rush of speedball is really what it is, and that actually pretty much describes Saskatchewan. We like to take it slow. We like to go steady here.
See, that's why I walk, Dan.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Hey, Dave, pick her feet up. What?
Yeah.
Heather's making a comment at you there. Play through the pain.
Yeah. Well, I played with Heather, and she sees that I go full speed, and unfortunately I'm slowing down. I've actually bought for the first time a tack vest with the gear, and it's actually fairly heavy.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping it's forcing me to slow down because otherwise I'm going to be in a wheelchair not too long down the road. Because
I got you there. I know that.
Yeah. Well, if you end up in the wheelchair, just get one of the ones with the tank treads on it, and then you can be the tank on the field.
Yeah.
There you go.
Except I got better than I sell this stuff. That's what I do. I service and sell it. So I'm geared. I know what I want. It's an off-road 4x4, quad drive, gun mount, hunting. It's got everything. I would never stop playing paintball.
I see my nickname from last year has not died down at all.
No.
Thanks, guys.
No, that's never gonna go away.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Heather.
Shows. I'm just gonna change your name on the.
Oh God, I'm just waiting for it. I'm just waiting for it. Tomahawk. I don't know if you know the backstory on it.
No, I'm just checking here.
Shooting for a cause last year, I injured myself pretty badly to the point where I had to get helped up by the ref, and I hobble back, and Heather looks at me. She's like, "Dan, sit down. Take 10 minutes." So I sit in the back on the tailgate of this truck, and I basically go 1, 2, 10. Okay, let's go.
10 minutes became maybe 10 seconds. So
yeah, 10 minutes became 10 seconds. I basically just took a swig of water, put in a new mag, and off I went. And Heather looked up and she goes, "Harkus, what the hell are you doing?" I'm like, "Nothing. Just playing."
Just playing, yeah.
Yeah.
You're the medic, yeah.
So since then, he's been 10-second Harkus.
Yeah. Hey, I'm hoping I can do 110 this year. I'll be down to 5 seconds.
Well. You're just gonna learn to count faster.
Yeah. Well, you got to come out here and play. We'll go on the med cart together and get out at the same time. So
yeah, there you go.
I went through a barrier this year. What was it? Oh, Juneau. Yeah, I was playing at Juneau and I tripped and went through the barrier, and that was quad came, picked me up, took me off. I sat down on top of the hill, could see all the fighting going on, could see a weak point, and hobbled back into the fight.
Yeah.
That sounds like something that I've done in the past too, when I was still part of the Primus Knights.
Yeah. Well,
If Heather knew me then, she would have been just ready to kill me.
Sure
Let's dive over a bunker, land on some rocks, crack a few ribs, and then just keep going. You're like, stuff it. I can hobble. I think I can breathe.
Just pack it back in, right?
Yeah, exactly. Just
run down, right?
And off you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, Heather's mentioning she's looking forward to getting out to Juneau this year. And
most definitely, we're I'm excited. I'm already antsy about it, and I don't even know the date yet. So
yeah, I know that one's always. I'm hoping next year. I don't know if I can make this year, but next year I got my fingers crossed.
Dude, next year we're going. It's already on the bucket list.
Yeah.
It's already on the bucket list. You can have the truck and all the gear in your truck. I'll take my dinky little car. We'll race out there together.
Oh, for sure.
I'll bring a knee walker for you. When you twist your ankle again, I'll just give you the knee walker you can put a on.
Bionic leg, and away we go. Yeah.
I look forward to it every year. It's no question about it. It's a highlight of the year.
Well, the stories that Dave has told me has really made me want to go and just experience the awesomeness of that event. Like it almost sounds like Western Canada's go-to event. Like you have to play that event at least once in your life.
Oh,
I would definitely say so.
I would have to agree.
It's different than any other game out there that I've ever been to. That any big game. It's like I said at Prey Storm, it's an open field. You can see what you're going at, what's coming at you, which means when you launch out of the boats, or if you're the Germans, I've never played the Germans, but if you launch out of the boats, you can see the line of people that just ready for you. It's right off the bat, your adrenaline's going. You're hooped, you're dead off the bat. But
Yep.
Yeah, those boats drop, those doors drop, and the paint starts flying, and you just can see it all day long. You can see the troves of people walking either direction.
Yep.
So it's a different game. It's worth it.
Well, I'll just pick up someone with a different colored beret and use them as a meat shield.
Yeah,
Well,
there's definitely something about standing inside of the boats that they've got built there. And you hear that horn go. And then you've got that second or two from the time that the horn goes. to the time that the front of the boat actually drops open, and all you hear is just the thunder of paint bouncing off of the plywood.
Or even yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good game.
Oh yeah.
Anybody out there, I would recommend looking it up on YouTube or coming out and experiencing it yourself.
Yeah.
I think it would almost be the equivalent. I think, in a way, from the sound of it and from picturing it.
Uh-oh. We seem to be having some...
With D-Day. Just the sheer volume of it.
Definitely. It's, yeah. I don't know. I get goosebumps. Like, literally, I'm sitting here thinking about it. I'm in my head already. I'm ready to go. If I can't do paintballing throughout the summer because, finances or getting married or whatever the case may be, I'm going to Juneau. That's actually... My wife supports that. We got married, what was it, 3 years ago? Okay, 3 years ago. and on our honeymoon, we were in Edmonton. Got a call. They needed a general out for D-Day and did a slingshot trip from my honeymoon back to Regina, did the paintball, went back to Edmonton that night. It was a slingshot trip and totally worth it. But my wife doesn't play, but she's willing for me to play.
That's awesome.
I just got to get my wife involved in paintball now.
Yeah.
In one way, shape, or form.
Yeah. She supports me, but she won't play.
But
Which is
there's
fine.
always the need for photographers.
Absolutely.
Like I love having my wife on the field as a photographer. If my play style doesn't make me look good, at least her photos do.
Even when you're crashing face first into the dirt, I've seen those pictures.
Tactical roll. It's called a tactical roll.
Oh, okay. You're supposed to continue to roll, not stop moving.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Jeff has joined us in the chats there, and I believe there is a photo of him doing a tactical roll over one of the moguls there. So.
Oh, we gotta find that photo.
Yeah.
And Heather, no, you do not need to sweet talk her. She has said that when her wrist heals, that she will come out and play. She's still suffering from some wrist injury from like last year, year before kind of thing. So she will come out and play. Fingers crossed. She's promised she'll come out and play. And if she doesn't come play, she'll come take photos. So there you go.
Awesome.
Photos are worth it. You get shot just as much taking photos as you do playing.
It can happen, yes.
Yeah, it can. I'll give her a riot shield though. To hide behind.
Yeah.
That just makes you a bigger target.
Hey Serena, I want you to post that photo, please.
That would, yeah.
I really want to bug Jeff.
The photo actually looks pretty sweet. Like it looks like he did it on purpose. So I'll give him props for that.
Well, and the thing about the Prairie Storm and Juneau Beach is those mounds they make, the moguls. You have enough time to look sweet as you fall down these just giant craters on the other side.
Yeah.
It has taken more than one victim where you go over this hill, you think you're just going over a small mound, and then all of a sudden the other side is like a 5-foot drop.
Yep.
It's crazy. It's fun, but crazy.
That sounds like totally up my alley, right, Jeff? Or Dave?
Oh, for sure.
I would I would have way too much fun.
Every year I have gone to Juneau, they change the field before game day. So it's a little bit different every year.
Yeah, we tried one year as allied leaders. We went out the night before. We scoped out the field and said, okay, this is what we're going to do. This is how we're going to. We went back there hours later, and it changed. It's like, what was the point of that? So it was. Yeah. I think they've worked with us on that, and they've stopped the renovations or major changes. I think they try and get it done 3 days in advance, so you can go out there and sneak a peek. Or at least
it also allows the ground to settle a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
That way it's a little less soft.
Well, how long have you been going to Juneau there, Dave?
I only made it 2 years out there.
Okay, yeah. I
Um,
mean, I think your first year was the year we did on the big field where they've got the gunboats and everything like that. A
yep.
couple years before that, they did it on a few of the smaller maps, and it was a different game. It was a lot tighter.
Okay. Yeah, I believe the first year, the team I was with at the time was out there, and then I didn't make it out that year. I was out the year after,
Yep.
and then the year after that is when I played for all of 15 minutes because I got attacked by a mogul. So
Those moguls, I told you, take more than one victim.
they're vicious.
That year, yeah, the year before you played, I dove into one of those moguls and ripped open my knee. Like,
Oof.
pants were shredded, leg was just bleeding. That was in the first 5 minutes, running out of the gunboat. Ripped open my leg.
Wow.
Well, that didn't stop me from playing.
Got
Played
up,
the day-
rubbed some dirt on it, kept going.
Exactly. Went and seen Jonesy, actually, Andrew Jones. Anybody out there knows him. He kind of bandaged me up. We did clean dirt out of it, did all that. Continued the day. 5 minutes left in the game, and I smashed it all into a barrier again. And they had, I don't know who it was, don't know the player, but opposite team came up to me and taking fire from my team, just constant fire, lifted me, helped me hobble off the field. He was the hero for the day. Like,
That's awesome.
yeah,
That's a
taking
good
fire,
player right
carrying me
there.
off the field.
See, and that's one of the things I love about playing. I guess it's in Saskatchewan, because anywhere else I've played, it's always a little bit different. But when you're on their field, yeah, you are definitely two separate opposing sides. Unless somebody gets hurt. But once you step off that field, it doesn't matter what color armband you're still wearing. Everybody's buddy.
Oh, yeah. It doesn't matter if it's a small game, big game, different groups, different opposing teams, different paintball teams. Yeah, once you're back in the common area, you're just buddies. You're going to grab a drink together. You're going to sit down and just laugh about the deaths you just killed or had, or the kills you made, or whatever the case may be. It's great. But again, that's just, I find that's a very Saskatchewan attitude. You know,
Yeah.
we play football. We love our riders here. Absolutely
yes, we
to death. And we will make fun of any other team. We will put it toe to toe for any other team. But at the same time, we'll be sitting down at the table having dinner with the guy I just, shot down for his team or whatever the team was.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter what it is, who it is. It's just how we do it here.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I definitely, I'm a Saskatchewan boy originally myself, so, and I remember I was at work one day and there was a guy wearing a Winnipeg jersey, and he had made some comment about he's from Winnipeg, and I said, oh yeah, I'm from Saskatchewan, and so he's like, oh, so you must be a Riders fan. Yeah. He's like, oh, I can't even think of it for the moment, but I'm a Winnipeg fan. I'm like, my condolences. And then we both laughed and continued on. So.
And I think that comment from Heather was at me about filleting is for butchers.
Yeah.
I would agree. I spent the next 2 weeks with a highly infected wound in my leg that I had to continuously take care of. So
Yeah.
it's something I would do again. I put the braces and I put the extra padding there now. I learned, it was good. It was fun, but
Yeah.
I learned, I hope.
Yeah, I've learned the hard way to make sure that you got like tensor bandages and knee braces and stuff like that in the gear bag before you go out. So.
Yeah, it's good. It's always good to have a med pack with you no matter what, because anything can happen. I've played games where the guy, he was hunkering down behind a bunker, stood up between a window, and the paintball came and just smoked him right back across the ear. Kind of even tore his ear a little bit.
Ouch.
Gauze it up a little bit, clean him up. He's good to go again, right? The mask is holding the gauze in place. Good to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry about that hasty exit there, gentlemen, and everyone watching.
You're back now.
Yep, I'm back.
We didn't take it too personally.
No, we didn't say too many nasty things about you.
I should hope not.
So,
I had a wife calling to make sure that her mother, who is home for the first day after 4 days in the hospital, was doing okay.
Okay, well that's acceptable then.
We'll give you a
I should
pass
hope
on
so.
that one.
I know one other thing. Sorry, getting back to paintball. One other thing that Jeff mentioned in the comments here about Juno that makes it for him is like having the pipers or the plane flying overhead and artillery blasts. Like there's actual pyrotechnics with this game, and
it has tamed down a little bit by legal standards. They've taken out the actual pyros and punched in blast horns and air, so you don't get the actual flames, but you still get the explosions and the booms. So
yeah, that works for me. So
we've had rocks blasted at people. There's risks. There's always risks. So they've legally had to change some of their proceedings with the explosives.
That's acceptable. So.
I mean, we want to play a game. We don't want to stop the game because somebody took a boulder to the face off the blast, off the start. But no, they do have planes go over top. Paintballers that can't get there because it's harvest season or whatever the case be, they'll jump in their little planes and just blast over top. We get the drones going over. We've got everybody goes over. So
that's wicked.
We had actually the Dragoons, who are based out of Moose Jaw. They're the reserves. We've had them out there in their military equipment, their jeeps, their trucks. They've been out there to just support the day and to just show what they do, what they've got. So we've definitely it's D-Day is what it's called. We take it for or Juno Beach. Take the military and we give them a few moments of silence too. So
we
play for us.
Yeah, no, it's definitely an experience in and of itself. Like I've never been to any other game that's been as all encompassing. Like it's just the sights, the sounds, the smells. Because like I said, when I was out there was the pyrotechnics, and so you've actually got that gunpowder smell on the field, and it definitely puts you in a whole different headspace when you're running back and forth.
Does. We have the piper there. He's coming out regularly now, or he was. He doesn't play, but he'll sit there and pipe for us throughout the day. Marches the allies on, leads them out, sits on the hilltop just piping away for us. So it's awesome. And I mean, I've been to a couple other ones, but like I said, right now I got 3 kids and a house and everything. Finances, I can't go to every game I want to because, well, I'd be broke every day. So I make sure that I go to this one. I definitely make sure I go to this one. But I've done, we do a night game outside Regina here at Paintball Paradise, and it's good. It's fun. You get a good turnout. Night games are always fun. Always fun. You get a burning barrel and such like that, but just doesn't match up to what D-Day is. So.
Yeah. And night games are something we can't really get running or too much out our direction.
It's a little more difficult here in Alberta, mostly because of the MDs, like the municipal developments. It's a lot more stringent.
Yeah.
It's also mainly where our fields are located too, right? So.
Yeah, it's understandable, but it still makes me sad.
Oh yeah, well, we'll get that huge game up and running for next year. Fingers crossed. You and I have to go up to Edmonton at some point for that too. So
exactly. So
that'll be a fun trip.
Yeah, once we get that set up, we're definitely sending an invite your way there, Tom.
Oh hell yeah!
Definitely. Like I got to get out. I got to try other fields. Got to try other provinces because I know Saskatchewan, but I've seen the Alberta players come in, and I see how you guys play, and it really intrigues me too. So,
we're definitely not as laid back.
Yes, Heather, I will
that's
come
for sure.
as soon as I come. Not as laid back. Yeah, that's what I've noticed.
We're a lot more high strung. Go as hard as you can, as long as you can. Don't let anyone stop you, and have some beers afterwards. There you go.
No,
that part's fair.
Here in Saskatchewan, we go as hard as we can, as long as we can, you blow our leg off, we're still going to go. We go hard. There's no question about it. We won't stop until we get there. It's a different play style entirely between the two provinces, and we're only a couple hours apart.
Oh, for sure.
I think on the east country.
Yeah, Saskatchewan is the only game I've been to that, like that Juno game, it's an 8-hour game.
Mm-hmm.
And there's one little break where you go, you grab a slice of pizza, you re-air, you grab your paint, and then you get back on the field because you're going again.
Oh, yeah.
In Alberta here, most of the games that I've been to, it's a different beast because you only go for about, I'd say usually 45 minutes to an hour there, Dan? And then you have a break. And then you start the next game.
Unless your opposing general is in the parking lot for the entire match.
Well, yeah, there's that.
Yeah.
Actually, this year, they tried that. We had 4 different branches because what can happen, and we get stuck on that beach for 2 hours just trying to fight uphill. And it's set to do that because Juno Beach was not something easy to be taken, and the Germans, because it's Allied forces and the Germans. Yeah. The Germans are in camp. They are heavily entrenched. They've got the high ground. They've got the bunkers. They've got everything. We have open beach with mounds of dirt that kind of give us cover. No. Sorry, just reading messages here because I play Hurt all the time. That doesn't matter. I'm not the only one out there. It takes us an hour to get to the wall, and then once we get past that wall, it's another half an hour to get in, and then it's just kind of a sweep if we get that far. So this year they tried a little bit different to see how far we got up the beach in the first. I think it was an hour and a half or something like that. Okay. Stop. Move the field so that try different play style a little bit if we did make it past the wall, and then try from there again. And this year the Allies just swept. There was little to no resistance.
Nice. Well done.
Sorry to any German players out there, but there was.
Oh, we seem to have frozen up again for a moment here.
Little to no resistance. We actually told.
Oh.
All right, who fed him?
I didn't do it this time.
It wasn't me.
Oh, I don't know. There
we go.
I got a leg spike going on.
Oh.
Hooray!
We have resident gremlins.
I swear I locked mine in the cage tonight.
Names and
yeah, absolutely.
But hey, we've managed to last about 35 minutes without the gremlins realizing we're online tonight. So,
hey, it's a new record.
So yeah.
Put out some treats, keep them away.
Yeah.
Well, no, we don't want the treats because that's when things get bad.
So, obviously Juno is your big game for your year. Other than that, is there any other games that you try to hit whenever you can?
Whenever I can. I don't get out to Death Valley as much as I want. They have a couple big games too. I haven't ever been out to theirs. Paintball Paradise outside here does Juno Beach. They've done. Or not Juno Beach. Oh my goodness. They've done their night game. They do a risk game every year. And they have a couple other events that go on. Nothing really big, but fun things. And then over at Prairie Storm, we have, of course, Juno Beach. They're doing 3-on-3 every Sunday. They're just doing round robins, 3-on-3, knock each other out. They do a zombie apocalypse, and I think it's October they play it. Close to the end of close to the end of there. They do the big game. They've done Father's Day event. Actually, I did that quite a few years ago. The first year, 8 years ago, 3/4. First year I became a father, I went out to that event and did that one. Started making a name for myself there. But they've done different things. There's a few. The Risk game is a big one. Juno Beach is a big one, and then Death Valley has a big one that I just really can't remember what it's called right now.
Okay. No, it definitely sounds like you got a fair number of places to go and play when you need to. So.
And that's just in a 40-minute range. I mean, there's a couple fields up by Saskatchewan as well, but I've never been up there. I don't have anybody to play with up there. I should just go up and make new friends. Really should.
It's the great thing about paintball, especially in
It is,
Saskatchewan.
absolutely.
Everybody's friendly.
Yeah, I have nobody to play with. Can I jump in with you? Sure, why not? So.
Yeah.
We kind of have that opposite effect down here. We're like, hey, there's a small group of us. Can we join up with you guys? Everyone looks at us and goes, no.
No. Yeah. No.
I don't know, apparently we look scary.
Have you looked in the mirror recently?
I don't look like you, so I thank my stars.
I have never been afraid of gear. I've played with those people that come in packing head to toe. They are kitted out in the exact same camouflage. They have the highest end markers. They've got the 1,000 pod packs on them. Everything. And I still take a rental gun and I'll still wipe them out. Gear does not make you a good player.
No, it really doesn't. I remember back in, what was it, 2006, PE had just released the newest high-end speedball marker on the market, and this little guy came up, and he's like, I'm going to waste all of you guys. I'm using a Spider VS1. Come on, with one of those giant view loaders on it. And he's like, your butt's all done. Like, I'm going to own you all. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
It's the player that makes the gear. It always is.
Yeah. I go out, I'll play without a shirt on, or I'll play in like bright colors, and I will still get around and behind you without people seeing. It's just, if you move too fast, if you make that target, you are going to get shot.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the bigger gear doesn't mean squat. So I don't know. That's my view. And I get a actually unique thing because, like I said at the beginning of this, I went with Joe's Place, which is a youth center in Moose Jaw, and they taught me. Joe Dewick himself taught me. I have been asked to go and start teaching the new kids to play paintball. So last summer, I got out, and before Juno, we went out and started teaching the kids. This is how you play. This is how you move. This is what you can do. This is in this situation you can do. So I just got to start passing my experience on, which was actually a lot more fun than I thought it would be. I like teaching other kids, but
That's awesome.
It was a lot slower pace passing the information on than it was just doing my whole gun-ho thing.
No, I can respect that. That's actually pretty, there aren't enough people that are passing along the stuff that they know.
Yeah.
And this isn't a sport where you can go read up in a book and figure out how to do it. Book will tell you, point, pull trigger. Great. No, this is, at this situation, you have to pass the information along. It's every situation is just a learned one. So.
It's also one of those instances where not everyone's going to have the same playing style.
No.
So you can't just basically say, okay, this is how you tech your gun. This is how you do this. This is how you do this. Like, yeah, every gun is different. I mean, I've got a commando. A friend of mine has a commando. What I do for my gun doesn't work for his gun. It's the way it is. Everything's unique, so it's all for the player. So getting out there and teaching the next generation is awesome because you're going to see how they play. They're going to see how you play and say, oh, let's try this. It's always trial and error. It's a lot more fun that way.
It is, yeah. And I mean, I run with a Kronos. Nice, inexpensive. It shoots straight, hits what I want it to hit.
Can't ask for much more than that.
I trust it. I mean, I want the $5,000 whatever.
Yeah.
But I can't
Die down with the vac pack.
Yeah, something like that. It's but
You're still
my
disgruntled
Kronos,
about
it
that.
cost me $150. Oh, geez, and I'm happy with that. And Heather, if you start calling them little babies, I think they might start crying and running the other direction. Sorry.
Hey, there's a reason her call sign is mom or mother, because she's the mother. They love her.
I love how they're referred to as the little rental duckies.
Yeah, little rental ducklings.
Yeah,
No.
I'm gonna have to remember.
There's a reason why we call her mother. Like, everyone looks at her and the big pink bow up in the ponytail, and they're just like, "Oh my god, you're so awesome."
Yeah, exactly. Well, actually, proud papa moments. If we're going to start talking about them as little ducklings and my kiddos, I took first game out. This one guy, he was very nervous about playing, and he was holding a side by himself. Bunch of new people. It's fair game. I came across the field at full tilt, straight across. I came around the bunker. He didn't know I was coming. His reaction was not to curl up and cry. He turned around, lit me up, and I was running without a shirt, of course. He hit my side, hit my nipple, and hit my arm and made me bleed. I was that close to him. And he looked so afraid because he was afraid I was going to be mad at him or because he shot me. So I said, no, that's somebody just rushed your bunker. You did exactly what you should do. Oh, doesn't matter. I should have told you I was coming. Like I was proud papa moment there. It hurt. I was bleeding. It was a memory, but proud papa moment.
That is a proud papa moment.
And it's his favorite story so far. So it's enlisting those memories. Like I remember D-Day. I remember cracking my legs open. I remember rushing bunkers. I remember all the big events. That's his first one, and it won't be his last, I'm sure.
Yeah, no,
I can't wait till we get man-child out there. Or your child spawn.
Mine?
Yeah, yours.
Oh, the baby bear.
Dave.
Dave, okay.
The little Grizz cub.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
He wants to shoot me. He wants to go out there and play the low impact to, get a feel for it at first, which I can respect that. Yep. But he wants to bring a bunch of his friends and invite a bunch of my friends.
Oh.
And then he wants to play kids versus adults.
Well,
I've already got the invite, so this is going to be fun.
I mean, saying that, I don't know what it's like out there, but out here, I go up to my friends, I go up to the parties there, even if it's a random group and saying, hey, these kids want to play, they'll be like, sure, we'll play. They knock down their PSI and they come play.
That's awesome.
No questions. It's a community. It's definitely friendly here.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Heather, you're right. The look on their faces that you give them that congratulations. You say, good shot. You did right. Even if you got shot, you did good. They like start floating a couple feet off the ground or something. I don't know.
You can just watch their confidence levels building and building and building through. Every time that they actually hit somebody, or the person on the other team that they were just shooting at says, "Yep, good hit," and walks off. And
yeah, they're just that glow. They might have a mask on, but the glow is just you can see their postures, everything like that. Yeah. And then eventually they'll get to be something like Grizz, and where he does a face plant, you just stand there and laugh. What are you doing?
I laugh at myself when I fall down.
Oh, yeah.
Once I'm done
I
swearing.
was definitely laughing at you last year. Hey, Dave, are you going to get the cover? Yeah. Give me a minute.
I'm getting there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Dave, you can't walk. You have to run between buildings.
Yeah, well.
I'm too slow for that.
That's where you stay low and crawl. It's a lot easier because you can take a rest and just have a nap in the middle.
I just stand up and walk.
Yeah, he'll quite literally just have his marker pointed down, plodding along.
Down. You make it sound worse than it is.
Yeah.
Hey, from my standpoint, that's what it looked like as a ref. Come on.
I'm shooting you regardless.
I don't know if any refs have any stories from watching our games. We invite them to play with us out here. They just they play with us. If we go out, there's no refs on the field. We play honor system, and the refs are on one side or the other playing. It's great for them. So running is overrated, Heather says.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, see, Heather's got my back.
I don't know if I.
Yeah, but Heather also is small enough that she just has to stand there, and she's hidden behind a car or she's hidden by a bus.
And also, I've mentioned this before, that pink bow intimidates people.
Mhm,
You know, it's
very
like in the
true.
wild,
Yes.
you know, the venomous, you know, the animals that you don't mess with are the brightly colored ones.
They're the venom ones.
Oh my god.
I remember her first time seeing her out in the field. I barely knew Heather. Like you guys had just started coming out there, and there's this pink bow, and that's all I can see. This pink color, and I'm behind her, of course, because I don't think I've ever played against Heather. But
You don't want to.
no,
No,
against
not
everybody.
at all.
I'll go one-on-one against the team. I don't care. Yeah, right. No, but no, it's I remember that. I've squared rail before. well, that's a good achievement. I mean, you can get a medal for that one.
Now, we need clarification. Was it a small square or a big square?
This Heather is probably a
Yeah,
small square.
it's a small.
Yeah, true. Probably small.
See,
Yeah.
you know, General or Grant, he would need like one of the round bales.
He'd need two of those stacked on top of each other.
Yeah. And the beard would still be blowing.
Of course, the majestic beard would be blowing.
Since Heather, correct me if I'm wrong, but you guys are headed out to Juneau, I heard, this year, was the rumor.
I'd
If you
have
got-
to see that.
Yeah. If you guys make it out there, and if somebody can get a hold of Itchy and tell him that he's got to be there, there needs to be a beard measuring contest between General and Itchy.
Itchy had to shave it off for work.
Oh,
Gas mask. Yeah.
I'm disappointed.
Oh yeah, it was. He may have grown it back. That was a year ago or two.
Okay.
But he hasn't been out much that I've seen because job took him away, kind of thing. Life
Yeah,
went that direction.
it happens.
Yep,
Oh, good.
absolutely.
I am more than excited to see you guys, Heather. It's been a gap. I missed last year. Or I missed 2 years ago. You guys missed this year. So we'll General wins downs. I'll be more than happy to see you guys.
I hate to say it, but General probably wins hands down, no matter what. That beard is just too epic.
Itchy had a good one.
Itchy did.
Itchy's was pretty
Itchy had-
epic.
Spent years and it was good.
Like I remember playing alongside Itchy, and all you would see is mask and beard.
Oh, I think I've seen. Was there a picture of him circulating around a year or two ago with a giant bushy beard and a black mask?
I couldn't tell you. I know he used to
that
wear
was-
like the Halo Spartan helmet.
Oh, okay.
I think the one you're talking about is I can't remember his name right now, and it's driving me crazy.
Or
But
was
he-
that one out of the east?
And it was just like a really thick, short, kind of really thick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and I can't remember his name right now. It's this age thing. I don't know. But Sean Guernsey. That's maybe
That
Sean.
name rings from
Yeah.
bell.
That's got to be it. That name sounds very familiar.
Yeah. He has he's stepped down quite a bit. Actually, he was fighting tick disease.
Oh,
Lyme's
Lyme
disease.
He still came out. He was
Wow,
he was the German general for years and years and years, and he still came out. He still put that support in. Barely able to move. He came out just for the love of the game to show the support to his Germans, which I'd shoot him in a heartbeat, but I give him support for playing the Germans. 1 year in, if he comes back, I think I might have to switch sides just for him, just because the effort he put in during his fights.
that's awesome. And see, this is
I
what I
don't-
mean. This is that brotherhood and camaraderie, if I can talk,
Yeah.
that you see more prevalently in Saskatchewan paintball. Like,
Well,
it's just epic.
I knew Guernsey before I played paintball, though. Like a lot of my life circles back to Joe's place, and Guernsey was going to Joe's a long time ago. Actually, Joe Dewitt got his face beat in protecting Sean Guernsey.
Oh, wow.
Quite literally, it was collapsed in, protecting him just from some dudes. So I've known Sean for a long time.
Yeah.
And Lyme disease is a rough one. He's on his way back up from it. It was misdiagnosed for years and years and years. And so
that makes it even worse.
Yeah. At one point, he was posting that he was in 4 different countries at one time because his blood was here, there, and everywhere.
Oh, wow.
They shipped it around to try and figure out what was going on with him. So, yeah. But he still came out. He still showed support to his team. He still showed support to the game. And he still dished out the challenges as much as he can.
Nice.
I hate to say it when we go out there, Dave, just because I am pure-blooded German, I might have to play for the Germans.
I'm okay with that. I'll shoot you.
Just for fun.
So I don't know.
Just for fun. I don't know.
I have a feeling Tomahawk's going to shoot you too.
The Tomahawk will shoot me. I don't. It's Heather that I'm worried about. I don't mind you guys shooting me, but the look of disapproval from Mother.
Yeah.
That might. Nah, never mind. I'll be her.
You'll be taken prisoner.
I'll
and
be her good
brainwashed to fight for the right side.
Absolutely, I'll be her good SAS boy.
Well, this year I got to pick up a lightsaber because the last few years I've been killed by a lightsaber because I get behind enemy lines. I do. And if they come at me with a lightsaber, we're gonna have a full-on lightsaber duel this time. Like I'm gonna stand up and we're just gonna start going at it in the middle of the field. See
that will be epic.
Somebody needs to send the replay of this video to Levi so that he can make sure that there is a ref standing by with a video camera. That needs to be on tape.
Well, it's almost every year. It's up that cliff, white fence. I climb the cliff, get on that white fence, and then there's somebody with a lightsaber almost every year on the other side of it. It's this year I'm going to go prepared. I'm going to drop the marker, pull out the lightsaber, and away we go.
Nice.
If that video does not make the rounds and make you like internet famous, something is wrong with this world.
Yeah.
Because that is like the most epic thing ever.
Oh yeah,
Right there.
Yeah, I mean, it happens every year. Primarily at Juneau, but I go other places and there's a lightsaber. There's always like somebody's got a lightsaber. I'm often either at enemy line or behind enemy line, so they get me. They're quite proud to come and kill me with a lightsaber. You know, I'm a Star Wars freak. I love Star Wars, and I'm more than happy to get killed by a lightsaber.
So which lightsaber are you planning to take? I'm sorry, it is Star Wars Day. We have to address this.
You know, it's
fine.
I usually get killed by the blue one or the green one. That's typically the 2 colors I see. So I either have to find a purple one because, well, that's just a great one, or I got to go with the red. I guess got to have the conflict of good versus evil. Except I don't see myself as the evil guy.
Especially not if you're playing for the Allied side.
That's very true. So you might have a little bit of a problem going on there.
So whoever it is from the German side with the lightsaber, bring a red one.
Well, I'll meet up before the game and say, hey, this one's yours. You grabbed mine by mistake.
Yeah, swap before the game, and yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Dave, I think I found my new sidearm. Instead of a katana, I will carry a lightsaber.
Well, actually, if you think about it, it's ingenious because it's short until you extend it.
Until you need it, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a great one to have along with you.
Yeah.
But I will be prepared this year. No question about that. I will pick one up.
That's awesome. Serena's
That
saying
would be
apparently
amazing.
you're a spy, hence why you have the dark side colors.
Yeah, yeah. Oops. How'd you get? I married a German family, so
Oh, there we go. That explains it all now.
Yeah.
Actually, for some odd, since Star Wars Day is an off topic, any costume I've ever put on for Star Wars has always been a Sith or something, and it's because you can do so much with their makeup and such like that.
Very true.
I don't know, it's fun.
Dan's not a big Star Wars geek, so.
I am a fan, I'm not a geek.
Everybody's got to geek about something.
Oh, you know what I geek about. Don't you worry about that.
These are the gifts I get, like the Bluetooth speakers. They're great.
Nice.
But
I geek about Warhammer 40,000, cars, war, that kind of stuff.
oh yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. Yeah,
We've
it's
all got our
Star
thing.
Wars. Star Wars
Absolutely.
and paintball are, if anybody gets me anything, it's one of those kind of things. So
Yeah.
it's
As of
easier
late,
to
it's been
find Star
Doctor
Wars
Who
than
for me.
paintball. Actually, I segue kind of paintball / we're gonna touch on airsoft for a second. There's a store opened in the city here called Cash Tactical Airsoft, and I went in, and the guy, the one piece of camaraderie that I can't cross over is between airsoft and paintball. I know paintballers that are airsoft players, but I don't know airsoft players that are paintball players.
There are none.
Not usually.
Paintballers will play either side. They just for the fun of it. I find airsoft. This is airsoft. You don't do anything else. And I just can't. It blew my mind that was the mindset. I couldn't. I'm like, well, it's a sport. It's fun. Let's. You tell me your war stories. I'll tell you mine.
Yep.
Let's have fun with. And he just couldn't cross over. It was. But he did have some good stuff there, and I will have to go get some. Yeah, it was the one piece that I couldn't get around. Like you said, we in the province here, let's talk crap about each other's stuff, and then let's go have a drink. Let's go grab coffee.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know what it is with this paintball airsoft butting head rivalry. Because when you break it down, paintball kind of came first, I guess.
Well, it did come first.
Yeah,
It did.
and
By
then
about 20
airsoft,
years.
more or less, is just a branch off of the Milsim, Woods Ball, MagFed guys.
Yeah.
It's totally different than the speedball stuff. But for the stuff that I know, like Predator and I play, and I believe you do as well,
Yeah.
it's really not that different. Like, it's
No.
the same tactics, it's the same, hard gear, So I don't get
I
why
think
there's
the
always
big-
this butting of heads.
The big issue, and this is just having refed several airsoft games, the airsofters always say, well, airsoft's more realistic. I don't see how,
Yeah.
because no gun I know that you're carrying without a giant load of people behind you carries 2,000 rounds in a mag. Like, come on.
I don't get it, but
Yeah,
I mean, even with the paintballs, 200 is a lot.
yeah.
No, yeah.
Jeff apparently says he knows the unicorn. He knows one that it's an airsoft that's a paintballer or plays paintball. Yeah,
I call BS because
I
you
don't know.
got me there.
Yeah.
I mean,
But, yeah, like,
it was go.
well, you were saying that whole, airsoft is more realistic. And I'm sorry, their mag holds 2,000, mine holds 20.
Yeah.
Yep.
Granted, the one flip side, airsoft started with the real tactic looking. This is a realistic weapon first.
Yeah.
Where
It's a
now
1-to-1.
paintball has caught up to that full heartedly. Like we have easily markers that are mistaken for weapons, and I'm very specific on saying markers and weapons as two separate categories because what we carry
Thank you.
is not a weapon.
Yes.
But people have mistaken it for weapons because they do look that similar, and it's just now there's no ifs, ands, or buts. Your realistic weapon or marker is the same as mine, so that's my difference. Sorry, that was my little tangent there.
No,
Hey,
it
it's a
works
good
for me.
to explore every once in a while.
Yeah.
So, but no,
So apparently Dave has met the unicorn?
I'm sure I'll hear about it after we log off tonight.
Okay, so Jeff, there's three of us in this conference here. Which two are you talking about?
I think he's talking about Dave and Serena.
Yeah, myself and
okay.
the wife.
Oh,
Yeah.
Because, Serena just said, I think, that she
oh,
thinks
okay,
that
sorry.
she and I have met him.
Okay, I panned up on the conversation here and seen that.
Oh, shots fired by Chris.
Yep.
Oh, wow. Ouch. Alrighty, we'll keep it civil.
Yeah, we'll try.
We're all friendly here. Remember, I'm from Saskatchewan. We got to be friendly all over. So
Exactly.
let's.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
But we have hit our 1 hour mark.
Yes.
So I believe it's about time to wrap this up.
It has been fun.
So as such, and Thomahawk, maybe you can pass this along to some of the other Saskatchewan players. But over the course of this season, we've decided to do a little connect the dot challenge, as we've been calling it.
Oh, this is going to be so much fun to watch.
So basically, anytime you go out to a game and you come home and you've got, the wonderful plethora of welts, which running around shirtless, I'm sure you get many.
Oh, I do. I take pictures every time.
Oh, wonderful. So our idea is to take those welts and make a connect the dot picture with them. It has to be, PG. We do have potentially kids that are going to see this.
Yeah.
But yeah, so if you can spread the word, anybody that takes photos of their welts, plays connect the dots, you can make whatever picture. I think we limited it to 1 a week or something like that. I don't remember.
Okay. Yeah, I will try and find out. Like, I haven't been out this year yet. I want to, but just haven't had the opportunity. But I will definitely pass the word. And yeah, you'll get the connect the dots from me because I do get them. No questions on that. I kill a lot of people, but I get killed a lot too because, well,
Yeah.
you're a big target. People want to kill.
Well, when you make yourself look important or interesting, people like to shoot you. Anytime you
Yes.
stand out. So,
Absolutely.
Dan, do you remember what we were
What
offering
the
for a
prize
prize?
is?
Yeah,
The winner gets to be on the show.
I remember that one.
Well,
The winner's on the show, and I think we were going to try and get a swag package done up for them as well. Yeah, so we are, and I'm not promising anything here, but we're going to try and have maybe a t-shirt and a patch.
no worries. So I will.
I personally think that's an awesome swag package.
That's pretty good.
And Serena has it right. Juno Connect the Dot montage.
That could be
But
awesome.
there will be a lot of those.
Yes. I think what needs to be stated by everyone who knows about it before the game, when the event is done, get your buddies to draw a PG Connect the Dot picture, and someone can go around and take all those pictures, fire them off to us. Make sure you get who it was and what picture so that we can contact them. Because I have a feeling we might get a winner from that event.
Yeah, especially
There's
coming off that
There's
boat.
a lot of fire coming from that. You might get a winner from that in the first 5 seconds with the amount of rounds that come down the field there.
Oh, hey, I'm looking forward to them. I mean, our season here in Alberta opened last weekend, but it was really, really stormy and crummy weather. So
Yeah.
I have a feeling we'll get our first pictures from CTF's Customer Appreciation Day on the 20th.
Yeah.
So that'll be fun. I have a feeling I might just, for shits and giggles, run a gauntlet and see what kind of picture I can get. Who knows?
That could be entertaining. So,
Oh my gosh, I'm not looking forward to it, but that's why I haven't promised anything yet.
Serena's saying that Heather in general have to get in on the Juno montage. So,
Well, we've already had them on the show, but a swag package would be nice for them, I think.
hey, I'm more than willing to have them back on again.
Oh,
That was a good show.
absolutely. That was a lot of fun.
Those ones
you
will
can send.
Jeff,
I
you
don't
can
know.
send those ones in, but we're just not going to post them on the site.
Yeah.
No.
I'm really interested to see what Jeff comes up with.
Yeah, that could be entertaining.
I don't even want to go there. I cringe at the thought.
I'm just afraid of where the welts will be.
That's why I'm cringing over here.
Yeah, I've had the welts down there too. I could probably make a picture with those ones. Yeah.
And Heather says that because she's so short, most of hers are in the chest area, and they are not kid friendly.
No, I'll never mind.
I'm
Never
okay
mind.
with it. No,
Never
no.
mind.
No.
Nope. Nope.
We don't need a nuclear explosion going off in Grand Prairie. Sorry, General.
So,
Yeah. Well, before I say something,
I think it's time to sign off.
yeah. All
Sorry,
right. Well,
kind of
thanks
sideways
for
with
joining us there, Tomahawk.
that.
Absolutely. It was definitely a pleasure having you on.
I'd
So-
be happy to come back if you guys want, but
Oh.
I will be happy to see you guys. A lot of you down here in probably September, and the rest of you when I can, I will see you.
Yeah. And I'll definitely keep sending you invites to the games that pop up around here in case you can ever make it out this way. I'm sure if need be, I can talk to the missus and we have a bed that you can crash in.
Well, that would be awesome.
So,
I've got a giant backyard if you're willing to pitch a tent, so there you
So
go.
I'm always good with camping outside.
so
And I'm about 20 minutes closer to both of the fields in the area, so.
very true.
I will have to plan something.
Absolutely.
All right. So, well, thanks again for joining us. And
For sure.
I guess to everybody else that's watching, have a good night.
Good night, guys.
Night, everyone.
Yeah.